Hi, everyone. My name is Abigail, and thank you for applauding my name. I am a TA, and I have some TA stories that I would like to share. So first of all, I just want to apologize that you guys all pay thousands of dollars to have classes taught by someone like me who has no formal teaching experience and no teacher training, but it's a job. So I teach German, which is a language, right? And it's a language that has a lot of consonants, right? So zum Beispiel Betriebswirtschaftslehre. That was 2 words. And my classes are predominantly male, like overwhelmingly male. I think there's something about consonants that just like gets the testosterone going, just like the pecs start pumping or something. I don't know. It's just consonants, right? Like French is all like ooh, oui, oui, madame, and then like the ladies start to swoon. But then like German is just like gotta really show off how manly you are. But so having a predominantly male class makes it kind of awkward for someone like me to try and teach them, especially when some of the words that you have to teach them is like, things about friendship or dating. So I had to go over like steps of a relationship and dating and how you ask someone to marry you with my class. That was very awkward. I also had to teach my class like a lot of clothing words, which was, basic vocab. It was cool. We got through like shirt and dress and shoes and, pants and stuff. But then at the end, I asked any questions. And the first question I got was, how do you say you're not wearing clothes? And I'm like, so I said, you will never not be wearing clothes in my class. You will always be wearing clothes. So there's no reason for you to need to know how to say that. But also, we had already gone over how you say I am not doing something or I don't have something. So they should have already known that if they'd been paying attention, right? Because, got to be a good student in my class. I also think it's kind of cool when they try to look up something in Google Translate and it just totally doesn't translate. So one kid was trying to talk about his roommate, and the correct word would be Mitbewohner, right? Right. But instead he came up with Zimmergenosse, which literally translates to room comrade, which I thought was, kind of cute and adorable. But then it got me thinking, like, the semantics behind roommate versus room comrade. So, like, what's a roommate? Like, mate is kind of like a British word. It's cute. We like it. Mate makes you think of like Harry, Ron, and Hermione, and we're off to Hogwarts. Like if you came in, you'd gone in blind, and you met your roommate, and they were like, oh, I just put up the fairy lights, and I just put the kettle on. Would you like a spot of tea? You'd be thrilled, and you'd be like, oh, this is a great time. I'm going to have a great year. This is amazing. But if you had a room comrade, what would that entail, right? That'd be like communism, right? You go in blind and you have a room comrade and they're like, hello, my name is Natasha, and we do not have any more firewood to heat our dorm room, and would you like a bit of borscht to warm your heart? That would just kind of make you want to go jump off a bridge into the Red Cedar. Just a little bit, I think. Just makes you think about how words work and things, which makes me feel a little bit better about when I completely blank on my own native language, which is English. So sometimes I'll just have a giant brain fart and completely forget a word that I should know. Does that happen to you guys ever? Yeah. So one time I was talking to my family, like you do, and we were talking about like wintertime activities. And for some reason I needed to use the word snowmobile because, that's a winter thing. And I couldn't think of the word snowmobile. And I came up with the next best thing, and I hoped they wouldn't notice, but they did. So I was like, so you ever go riding around on them snowdercycles? They totally noticed that I said snowdercycle. But I mean, if you think about it, a snowmobile is like a motorcycle that you ride in the snow, right? It goes like vroom vroom, and it's got all that good stuff. So a snowdercycle, I think, is perfectly logical. Right, but making up words is one thing, but like inventing objects, I think that's an entirely different thing. That's like on a whole nother level, right? So I know a person who tried to invent an object. I'll try and preserve her anonymity. Okay, her name's Megan, right? So one time, me and Megan, we were going somewhere, I forget where, but we were in an Uber, And she was talking about this invention that she really, really wants. She wants this thing, and it's going to be super useful. It's going to solve all of her problems. It's going to be amazing. And I'm like, okay, Megan, what is it? And she's like, okay, well, it's going to be portable, and it's going to measure things, and it's going to be amazing, and it's going to be like be retractable, and it's going to be like a ruler, but not. And I'm like, are you talking about a measuring tape? Like, are you talking about this thing that kind of already exists, a measuring tape? She's like, no, it's a measuring tape, but it's only 10 inches. Like, why on earth do you want a measuring tape? But, like, why? Can you just use a ruler? No, it has to be retractable. Like, okay, that's cool. The Uber driver in front of us burst out laughing. We completely forgot he was there the whole time. And he looks at us in the rearview mirror and he's like, I'm sorry, but that is the funniest thing I have ever heard. We're like, all right, that's cool. So I tried to Google around and find a 10-inch retractable measuring tape for Megan. No luck, because there is no market for them. So if you all want to like start a Kickstarter to help her out, I'm sure she would be very appreciative. Shout out to Megan. But yeah, thank y'all. If you all want to join a German class, I'll be happy to teach y'all and then kind of use you for stand-up material in the future. So thank you.